for greater awareness on ozone layer preservation. Oruku community celebrates 2025 New Yam Festival with culture unity. Federal government Angola signed bilateral deals on drug control, cultural cooperation. China accuses Nvidia of breaking antitrust rules amid trade talks. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report on scrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 0800-2200-008. ABS TV is now live on cable free to air. Do join us. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonye Ngokoye. As the world marks the International Day for the Preservation of the Ozone Layer, today, 16th September 2025, ABS spoke to people on the street to assess their knowledge of the ozone layer and its impact on their daily lives. At the bustling Ekoka market, it was observed that many respondents were unaware of what the ozone layer is. Our correspondent, Chibuzo Bidike, filed this report.
Ms. Odinaka Okonkwo told ABS that the ozone layer's importance goes beyond science as it directly affects what people eat, adding that the ozone layer influences weather patterns and when it depletes, it affects food production, which in turn could lead to inflation. Another respondent, Ms. Osas Sarah, a young mother in Onitsha, described the ozone layer as a protective shield that guards people from the sun's intensity, adding that preserving the ozone layer is equivalent to safeguarding the health of future generations.
Whenever I walk, I should have it in my head that my environment is important to me, so I will not throw dirt on the ground, throw trash on the ground, and if I see someone, I tell the person. So that's what I'll do.
Environmental groups in the state use the occasion to distribute flyers urging households to embrace eco-friendly habits such as recycling, proper waste disposal, and reducing the use of ozone-depleting chemicals. While government agencies have introduced awareness campaigns, many residents believe that more grassroots education, especially in schools and markets, is still needed.
Oruku community in Idemili North Council area has celebrated its 2025 New Yam Festival at Imobi Oruku, heralding the beginning of the yam harvesting season and showcasing the kingdom's deep love for agriculture. Festus Obirika, who covered the event, report that it attracted the creme de la creme of the society, including the chairman of Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council and Igwe Obosi Igwe Chidubem Iweka III, over 12 traditional rulers, Oruku indigenes both at home and in the diaspora, Otu Mokpo, among other dignitaries. Festus Obirika was on hand with the details.
The traditional ruler of Oruku, Igwe Dr. Barrister Ambrose Emeka Honora, who thanked God for this year's bumper harvest, which he said is the best, so described the festival as a catalyst for peace and unity in Oruku Kingdom and Igbo, and called on Nigerians to go back to agriculture in order to produce what to eat and sell, to curtail the nation's economic hardship, while applauding Governor Soludo for his developmental stride in the state. In their separate speeches, the Onowu of Oruku Kingdom, Chief Ifeanyi Chinedu, the newly elected President General of the community, Chief Emmanuel Olikeze, former PG, Architect Shedrack Onwasanya, Chief George Okolo, and Mr. Patrick Mojeku, who expressed joy over the peace and tranquility that is existing in Oruku Kingdom, thank God for his blessings and protection upon the town's tradition and culture, and called on Oruku indigenes to embrace agriculture as only way to cushion the effect of economic hardship ravaging the country. The Oruku 2025 New Year Festival, which commenced with Holy Mass, features cutting and eating of the new yam by Igwe Honora in company of his 8 obese, presentation of prizes to the best yam farmers, a display of masquerade, among others. For Noruku, Festus Obierika for ABS News.
Nigeria and Angola have formalized the renewed bilateral relationship with the signing of 2 agreements aimed at combating illicit drug activities and strengthening cultural cooperation. The pacts were signed during the recently concluded 5th session of the Nigeria-Angola Bilateral Economic Joint Commission held in Luanda, Angola. This was the first time the Joint Commission convened in 24 years. The Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Odumegwu Ojoko, who spoke at the event, stressed the importance of the agreements and the broader diplomatic engagement between the 2 countries. The agreements, she said, were not just ceremonial, but were part of a broader strategy. On the foreign scene, China's market has said that the U.S. computer chip maker NVIDIA has violated Chinese anti-monopoly laws. The country's market watchdog did not give details of how NVIDIA had breached the rules, but said it would continue to investigate the matter. This comes as U.S. and Chinese officials are holding a second day of trade talks in Spain in order to end the trade war between the 2 world's biggest economies. On sports news, for our sports, preparations for Nigeria's Flying Eagles ahead of the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup have been hit by key players' withdrawals. French clubs Stade Reims and Germany's Hoffenheim have refused to release Nigerian players for the competition. Now reports that Emmanuel Chukwu and Precious Benjamin, both with Hoffenheim, will miss the tournament in Chile after the club turned down a request from the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF. Ibrahim Hafiz, a striker with Stade Reims, is also unavailable after the French side declined to release him. All 3 players are considered key prospects for the team. And that sports news concludes the news. Now remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world via our website on www.absradiotelevision.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Radio Television. Follow us on our social media handles at ABS Radio Television on Facebook, ABS Radio TV on Instagram and on X. And here are the main points of the news once again. Anambra State Anambra residents have called for greater awareness on ozone layer preservation. Oruku community has celebrated 2025 New Yam Festival with culture and unity. Federal government and Angola have signed bilateral deals on drug control and cultural cooperation. And from the foreign scene, we brought a report that China has accused NVIDIA of breaking antitrust rules amid trade talks. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. The Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 0800-2200-008. ABS TV is now live on cable free to air. Do join us. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonye Mwokoye. Good morning and have a blessed day.